yum, 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 yum.
Strawberries. All over.
Hey guys, we're on day 15 of our challenge. We're doing really, really well, I think, right? We're doing really well? Yeah. Today we are having strawberry shortcake. And who made the biscuits?
Me.
Yeah, did you have fun with that?
Uh-huh.
I haven't had a bite. How is everyone's biscuits?
Good.
It's good. Seems yummy. Devoured.
It's
Is it good?
delicious.
It's yummy.
So for us, this is a Saturday. So we will have some more food prep videos today, hopefully, because we get ready for Sunday on Saturday. So I've got some potatoes to make and things like that. So we will see you guys in a little bit as we start doing those things. Bye. Bye. So we are here for lunch, day 15. Say hi.
Hello.
So anyway, I did potatoes and onions that we just roasted in the oven. And then I made gravy with chicken broth and then turkey, like we've been using in our chili. I made the gravy too thin, but it's okay. It still tastes good. The other day I made it too thick, so I went the other way, made it too thin. But this is what we're having for lunch. Is it good, guys? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we will see you guys later for our next food. Okay, so it is Saturday, day 15. We're making meals for day 16 for church, for Sunday, for church tomorrow, right? What are you doing? What did you help me do in there?
Put water and beans.
And beans.
Beans and water.
What are we gonna make? Do you remember? We're gonna make some chili.
Yep.
Yep. I'm looking for my chili powder. Chili powder.
And
Where'd you go?
guys,
Hello, chili powder. Where did chili
Here you
powder
go,
go?
get
Meanwhile,
it.
we're going to look at the snow outside. There's a little bit of fresh snow falling outside.
Can you help me do this? We're gonna put spices in. Shake. We didn't get a whole lot of filming done for food that we did today. Because life has just been crazy today, and that's okay. We're reading a book, right? Well, we were reading a book before we came and did this out loud, and the kids are finishing a puzzle, right?
You finishing a puzzle?
Working on puzzle.
Working on a puzzle.
how?
Working on a puzzle. Gonna be the teacher. Hey, baby. How are you, baby?
Hot pepper flakes.
Sugar, 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 sugar.
This is not a very coordinated effort going on.
It looks kind of coordinated.
So,
Okay.
layer.
Okay, you can do this all by yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep
Sugar,
going.
sugar, sugar.
Keep going. Keep going. We want lots of garlic. We like garlic. Go, 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 go.
What are you making faces about?
Okay, good. Thank you.
You hanging out with Big Brother?
Okay.
Making faces.
I just put too much in it because we like garlic a lot.
You like garlic a lot?
That's right, Bob.
Okay,
Yeah.
you help me. I'm
And
gonna take the top off this
that
one. Can you help me? We gotta shake careful.
Shake, careful. Careful shakes. Whoa, buckets.
We got some chili powder in there.
Yummy. She's gonna be spicy, Bubba.
Spicy chili? Okay, so the top on here. Hey guys, we're on day 15 supper and we are having potato soup. So I put potatoes and onions and carrots and celery in the crock pot this morning. Well, I actually put it yesterday. If you saw yesterday's video, I had soaked it overnight. So I drained the water, drained the potato water, added new water with the carrot, celery, onions, and just put it in the crock pot and let it cook all day on high for our house. I was gonna turn it down to low and I forgot. So anyway, when it came supper time, I put that in the blender and I also added 1 block of cream cheese that I also put through the blender with the hot soup so that it would melt. And so there's some people, I already ate all my chunks, but there's some chunks and there's really creamy, good soup. I did not feed my child dog food. That was lunch. If you remember, we had like a gravy, but he wanted it cold. So I didn't warm it up, but it truly is yummy food that everybody liked. So I already did this with the big kids. So you big kids don't have to answer, but little kids, out of the food that we have had on the challenge, what has been your favorite food?
Bob first. You have 2 weeks to look at.
Something that you've enjoyed.
The first thing I baked done with challenge.
You liked anything that you helped make on the challenge? Because you just like cooking.
You like
Has there been any food that you didn't like?
what?
Or do you feel like the food we've eaten is good?
Does that food stuff?
All of it is good, but I said that one is my favorite.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to know if there was anything you didn't like.
Oh, looks happy. What about you?
My favorite was pork pizza,
Ooh, you liked the taco pizza? That's
That
been
was
your favorite so
really
far?
good.
but also I like mac and cheese, which we're gonna have.
We're gonna have that once we get off the challenge, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's our first meal. Okay, so that's our first meal off the challenge. His favorite food is mac and cheese. And we have friends coming the day after the challenge ends. And I have a ham that someone gave me that we're gonna cook. And so I said that we'd make mac and cheese for that first meal. So he's looking forward to that. Has there been any food on the challenge that you don't like?
Not only that, tomato soup.
Oh yeah, you don't really like tomato soup anyway. Other than the tomato soup, was there stuff you didn't like, or was it all pretty good?
I'll put it like
All pretty good? Okay, Abigail, favorite food and then your least favorite food.
probably the strawberry shortcake, and I'm not sure what my least favorite is because I like the challenge.
Okay, so part of me asking the kids what their favorite, like what food they didn't like, is we are videotaping this, like, and then we're gonna put this up like a week from now.
Yeah.
So we got a comment on one of our videos today, somebody saying, "Why did you have so many kids? They're missing out on good food." Doing this challenge, I guess. I don't know. So that's why I'm asking the kids: is there things you didn't
Do you find
like?
that comical?
Yes.
I find that comical.
So just that's why I'm asking the kids, because I want people to know like they've enjoyed the food that we've been making. And you guys have felt full, right? Like you haven't been walking around the house for 2 weeks going, I'm so hungry. Well, probably you have, because you guys are always hungry. That doesn't matter if we're doing a challenge or not. Hey, Gideon, what's been your favorite food?
Cake. Cake.
Okay, and what's your least favorite food? What's a food you don't like?
Cake.
Shortcake?
Shortcake.
You're short,
Oh,
you like
that's
cake.
this morning. Where did that come from?
Okay, just say, yep, wipe your face off.
Hey, bub.
Oh,
What?
you still
Sorry.
got a little on your chin.
Sorry, I hit
There you go.
camera with a
Okay,
silver thing.
favorite food, Josiah?
My favorite was the pizza we had last night.
Yeah, that pork, shredded pork pizza. That was really, really
What's been the
good.
food you don't want to eat?
Ooh.
I'm pretty much like all of it.
Okay, no
Okay.
haters here.
So you would notice we didn't have a whole lot of cooking videos today. Stuff came up today, but I got food ready for tomorrow. So I will explain tomorrow what I did for those dishes, but you didn't get to see them cooked because it's Sunday and I've already done all of the stuff for that, except watch at the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to make cinnamon rolls out of the refrigerator dough that we made on one of these days of the challenge. And I'll show you how to make that, and then we will have that for breakfast tomorrow morning, the cinnamon rolls.
So is that video coming tonight, or is that
Yes,
video?
I'm going to make that after we put the kids to
Okay,
bed.
cool.
Cameraman doesn't know.
I'm just wondering when I'm putting a video together. That's all
So,
I'm
no,
wondering.
we're cooking that tonight. We're
And
doing
you
that
haven't
tonight.
eaten any of it. You're just chewing on a spatula.
It's like I'm along for the ride. So anyway, we will be back in a little bit when I show you how to make cinnamon rolls, but we're going to finish our supper and get all these guys off to bed.
You're on.
Okay, so we are on the night of day 15. And I've already made meals for tomorrow, so let me show you. So, well, I just made some stuff for tomorrow. That is chili with mashed potatoes on top. I didn't film that. Then I have all this, like, the cut celery, and there's cut carrots in there somewhere, and there's some cut onion. That's all going into a soup pot tomorrow morning, like into a crock pot for while we're at church. But before I start this, I need to ask, Naomi, hey, come over here. Come over here. We have to see which one's taller. Okay, we're gonna go back to back. Oh, okay. Our viewers have to let us know who's taller.
Okay, I got it camera level. Camera says it is level. I'm saying it's a tie. It's a dead tie. Naomi's standing on this mat and she thinks she's tall.
So anyway, today I was standing next to her while she was standing on the mat. She's like, I'm taller than you. And I'm
You
like,
are.
I don't know. But
You're
when we
just
look in
higher.
the mirror, when we look in the window that's right there, our head level is right at the white part. So we can't tell. So anyway, I am using refrigerator dough to make cinnamon rolls.
Hey, Melanie,
So-
let me see your shirt. It's a nice shirt. Anyhow.
So I'm making cinnamon rolls using refrigerator dough, and we showed you how to make refrigerator dough on one day of this challenge. I don't remember which day, but we showed you how to make refrigerator dough, and I linked to the recipe that we used for the refrigerator dough. So I'm not doing that step again. So this has been in the oven. It's not in the oven. Has not been in the oven. It's been in the fridge for a couple days, 2 days probably, because we just ended up not using it. And so then I was like, hey, let's make cinnamon rolls for breakfast tomorrow, right? So all you gotta do is spread it out. Spread it out as thin as you want. If you want thicker dough, then that's fine. And if you want thinner so that you can have more inside stuff, that's fine too. Whichever way you want to do it, right? There's a baby over there.
I was gonna say, all of a sudden there's a crowd.
Like
Everybody's here. We're all here.
It has cinnamon sugar, but
You want the inside stuff better?
I'll just pack Lacey.
Nope, don't pack it in. Don't pack it in. So all I did was I put flour on the counter and made sure both sides were floured before I started spreading it out. So it hopefully won't stick too badly. But let's see. Let's try to, we'll move the dough around before I start putting stuff on it, because it makes it harder to get up at that point. Right? Harder to get up. So we're just gonna make sure we get this all nice floured. I am not a professional pastry person. We just make stuff that tastes good in this house, but sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't work out exactly like we want, and that's just okay. You do you and I'll do me, and if that means I have ugly cinnamon rolls, that's totally okay with me. I'm just gonna eat the cinnamon rolls because they taste good, right?
Ugly cinnamon rolls taste good. Taste just as good.
Okay, you gotta spread your dough out like that. Beat it up a couple times, right?
Give it a whooping.
Okay.
Whooping a whooping.
Then I'm gonna take a stick of butter.
Yep.
Yep.
And do the grossest thing you can think to do with a stick of butter. Smear it.
I'm probably gonna need to put it in the microwave for a second. The microwave.
A little chilly.
Here's
Yeah, butter's a little chilly. What do you think? I know. Are you with me, big ol'? Yeah, I'm almost ate my dough now.
Oh,
Next
yes.
week, next week.
That's fine. Okay,
Next week.
we're gonna soften this. Melt a little bit, soften a little bit. Like my new microwave, it's fairly new to us. Last month.
Yeah, we bought it like a month or two ago.
So our old microwave really died. Our old microwave had more buttons that didn't work than did work. And then it got to the point that she couldn't turn things off, so. Just have a few seconds. And there's prettier ways to do this. There's ways to not get as messy, but if you're in the kitchen not getting messy, what's the point? I just don't understand people like that.
This ain't about looks, people.
It's about being messy. And I actually
It's about
remembered
food.
to put my apron on today, which is amazing because I usually forget that. So, what are you guys looking forward to about tomorrow for church?
Like, I got a new sweater a couple of days ago, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on and take it to church.
Yes. And you made some pictures for people?
Yeah.
In fact, we actually have last week's pictures for people at church too, because we didn't get out last week because we were
Yeah,
sick.
the snot, you still here?
Yeah, there's
For
still
me,
a little.
we are not sick anymore. We have leftover congestion. So,
Congestion you mean?
snot.
Gunky and stuck together, like, you know when you cough and you just can't get the stuff out. Hi. What about you? What are you excited about church? Usually, yeah, Abigail usually draws a nice picture in the middle of church of something to do with the story. Something like that.
Pictures? Yeah, he's got pictures. He's gonna go get
We
one.
don't have breakfast at church tomorrow, which
No
is weird.
meals at church tomorrow. Usually our church either has breakfast or lunch together, but they have a meeting tomorrow, so they're not doing the regular luncheon, so we'll be coming home, which is okay because we are kind of tired. Like, we would stay if there was a meal, but this is also a week that we've kind of been home all week, and so people will probably be tired by the end of that time because we've just been home, right? Okay, so I'm now gunky, but the gunky looks good.
Now butter is
Slathered
cold,
in.
though. Okay.
Does anyone think the
See
gunky
the
looks
beauty of the
good?
hands.
See?
Ooh, okay.
Why did God give us hands if he didn't want us to use it to put into the food that we're eventually going to put in our mouth, and then we can taste and see that the Lord is good, because he gave us taste buds so that we can taste this food.
I think I can
It's
feel the
amazing.
love.
Huh?
I think I can feel the love.
You can feel the love. Okay, good.
Taste buds.
Hello.
So I have one of my pictures.
One of your pictures, and that's going to somebody at church.
Yeah.
This guy often makes pictures for people going to church, right?
Taste
He's a good picture
are
maker.
in your tongue.
Taste buds are on your tongue.
And who gave you taste buds?
God.
God. Did you know that God did not have to give us taste buds? God could have given us just rice to eat, and it could have just all tasted the same. And it would have fed us. It would have sustained us. It would have done all of that. But it wouldn't have been so yummy to be able to make these nice things and say, thank you, God, for what you gave us. Okay, so we're at the end of the pantry
Yep,
challenge.
sorry.
This is the last breakfast I'm making.
This is the how long will it last challenge. I think.
Oh, sorry, the how long will it last challenge. This is brown sugar that was in my pantry. And so I had said I could use my pantry ingredients. So far from the pantry, I have used baking powder, spices. Can you go check on Gideon for me? Oh, he's with his big brother. Okay. Baking powder, spices. Samuel, bring him out here. And nothing else until this stick of butter and brown sugar. So really, we've done really, really well to not use. I could have made this pantry challenge go a lot longer if I used hers. Pantry stuff.
Uh-oh, the galloping hordes are back.
We are going
Spread them.
yummy, yummy. I'll spread it out. No one else touch because I already have. If you can't tell, I already have the messy hands.
It's okay.
Do you see them? Messy
know.
hands. You know? Do you see my messy hands?
Uh-huh.
Does that look good?
Uh-huh.
What are we? Do you know what we're making?
What?
Cinnamon rolls. Do you like cinnamon rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have them tomorrow morning. So, what are you looking forward to at church tomorrow, Samuel?
Well, seeing everyone and hearing the sermon.
Good.
And
And singing with gusto.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what?
Samuel likes to sing.
Do we know what he's speaking on tomorrow?
Alicia
Yeah.
doesn't speak with
Naomi's not
Doesn't
local.
Alicia
Luke
doesn't
8?
Samuel, what's the next story? Can you go find it for us? So last week in church, we did the rich man and Lazarus.
Yes.
I'm taking this one out because this is a hard piece, just so people know why I'm taking things off.
Yep.
There's a couple pieces that are just a little bit hard. The little ones I'm not worried about, but those bigger ones. Does this look... Okay, Naomi usually makes this, so I have to ask her, Naomi, how does my filling level look?
Looks fine.
Is that more than you usually do? Less than you usually
I don't know.
do?
I usually use white sugar, so it looks a lot different. Just try to figure out
Oh, that's true.
what it looks like.
Okay.
What are you lurching your head around to see? Hello, Daddy's back.
Now we're gonna do cinnamon. This is cinnamon, right? Okay. You want to make sure you don't get cumin or something to put in here and be a whole different.
That'd be quick.
Have cumin rolls with your tacos. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. Samuel's gonna tell us what the text is about tomorrow.
It's Luke chapter 17. Talks about temptations to sin, praying to increase their faith, unworthy servants, and Jesus cleanses the 10 lepers.
Okay, so temptations to sin. We've been talking about that a lot in Proverbs recently because we read Proverbs 7 this morning. Was it this morning? No, we read 8 this morning. Yesterday we read Proverbs 7. And there's a whole lot about not going after the forbidden woman.
Yep.
And I don't think we have that problem in our house right now. But there definitely is the watch where you walk, watch your path. Okay, I need Naomi. Can I have the thank you? She knew exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we've
She's brilliant.
seen it both ways and we've heard it both ways. To roll it up and then cut it, or to cut it and then roll them up. So I'm gonna cut them. No, I'm gonna cut them and then roll them. And so this first one is not gonna have a whole lot of gunk in it, which is okay. And we're doing it in different pans than we normally do because I wasn't thinking earlier. And I accidentally used the other pan that we normally make these in. It's already in the fridge with the chili stuff in it. So we're gonna put it into other pans.
So you just cut off a slab and roll it up?
So you cut off a slab and roll it up. So I'm gonna cut all of them now. But anyway, we were talking about the forbidden woman and watching the paths of your feet, watching where you go. And also who you surround yourself with. Do you surround yourself with God's people, or do you surround yourself with people who are leading you into temptation? Because at least I know for my kids, if they are surrounded by parents and wise friends, they get themselves in a lot less trouble than if we let our guard down and we let them be with people who are trying to get away with things. Not that my children never try to get away with things, but bad company corrupts good morals. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Are you eating flour? Flour doesn't really taste that good.
That was it.
Oh, we got another one. They're everywhere.
Someone
They're
just came out of the
multiplying.
bathtub. Did you get the dirt off?
It's probably this wet kid here.
Mommy,
What?
why would you put cinnamon on your cinnamon rolls?
Why do you think I'd put cinnamon on my cinnamon rolls?
Why
Silly.
wouldn't you?
Oh, that's true. Why wouldn't I? Okay.
Because you're allergic to cinnamon.
I'm gonna roll this one because this is my end that's not gonna be so great, so that I can have the two ends that are not so great in the
It
same hand.
worked on.
It'll look fine. They'll taste the same.
They'll taste good. This one just doesn't have cinnamon all the way to the edges.
That's okay.
Look at those rolls. Okay,
I can see the size difference.
you can see the size difference.
Yeah, you know what?
Look at there.
The big ones go for daddy and the small ones anyway.
Okay. So anyway, watching your kids and who they're with, because it's very easy for kids, especially, I mean, it's easy for adults to get tempted to do the wrong thing. Think about if you go to work and people are doing, okay, I need someone to move because I can't roll very well. Okay. This happens a lot. You guys wonder where my kids are when we do these videos? I kind of have to say, let's not be in the kitchen because otherwise everyone is just right here, which is fine, which is good. We like kids in the kitchen. So anyway, they would all get their hands in here if I put them. But putting your kids around people of bad influences tends to bring a child down. And so this is something we've been talking about a lot. Having your children have their model be mom and dad, and within their own home. In Proverbs, it talks a lot about your father's instruction, as if the father is the one instructing. He's using his words to instruct his child, and he's using his example because he's doing it as they walk by the way, as they rise up, as they lie down. Moms are doing that too. I know sometimes moms are willing to put it all on dad and say, well, dad's not doing his job. But the thing is, mom's supposed to be doing the job too. What? Oh, he wants you to show the sign that we have up above the door.
That sign. Yes, good point. Good point.
So anyway, it's mom's job too. If dad is being negligent in his work, then dad should be being instructed by the church. He should have the elders come alongside and tell him, it's okay. Tell him, come alongside him and say, hey guy, this is your work. Like, you can't get out of it. I love when Bodhi Balkam's talking about it. And he says, you know, we don't say, oh, you don't feel like you're led for tithing? We're going to do a tithing ministry. Don't worry, we'll cover that for you. He's like, no, that's your job. I don't think the Bible actually says you have to tithe either. I think we do need to give our money to God because it's his money. But that's a whole different thing of whether you give it to missionaries or the local church or other people that you see God give it to you. But anyway, mom doesn't get off the hook because dad's not doing the job. Mom might have to work double hard. And yes, sometimes things in life seem like they're not fair, but God knew exactly what family he was putting your kids into. And if you are a Christian, you are commanded to do that work for your children, like instructing your children, whether your husband's doing it or not, whether anyone else is doing it or not. It's not the church's job. Oh, my church doesn't have a good enough kids ministry. Well, it's not their job to do that. Your church should be like saying the same things as you, coming alongside, and like you should be teaching. You should be able to say to your children that the church is teaching good and truthful things too. If your church is not teaching good and truthful things, then you should find another church. But it's not the church's job to instruct your children in God's word. It's your job to teach God's word, and the church can help.
The cleanup
Say the
crew.
same thing. It is the cleanup crew. We have little puppies. Does it taste good, guys?
Did you get any?
That tastes better than flour.
So anyway, yes, guys, this is an encouragement that we as parents are supposed to be doing this job that God has given us, to instruct our children, to be with them. Like it talks about on that verse up there, you shall teach them as you when you
Sit in your house.
sit in your house and
when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise.
Yeah.
That's pretty much wherever you're going throughout the course of your day. You
Your
have
children are
opportunity.
supposed to be with you. Like, that doesn't say when your children are done with school and sports activities and youth group and. It's saying this is your job. Okay, I'm gonna switch a couple of these around. I'm gonna put this bigger one.
Good, because these guys.
Hey, what cleanup crew?
Clean up crew.
You are the cleanup.
Decide you get any? You can have
you
some
want
of the brown
some?
sugar there. You can have some of that. You can just scoop it right
I
up.
can't even see my cinnamon rolls anymore because their hands keep getting in the way. So, I hope you found that to be an encouragement. It wasn't meant to be mean. It was meant to say that God has given us a job and we should be doing that job. Just like these guys have a job to clean up, right? And you're doing it diligently.
Of course, Daddy's got me.
Okay. Okay, I only needed 2 pans. So now what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna cover this in plastic wrap. We are gonna put it in the fridge. And when I start tomorrow's video, day 16, we will show you what these look like when we bake them in the oven. Do you guys think they're gonna taste good? Are you excited? Hey, Naomi, Abigail, how many did I make?
Too, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
So what does that mean?
Everybody.
Each of us gets 2.
Samuel, I'm supposed to do the math. Everybody gets 2 except for Gideon and Malachi. You can get a half on the second. Right?
There's 18 of them.
I'll take 3. I don't
Oh
mind.
yeah.
Hey, I'll take one for the team. I'll have 3.
You'll take one.
If you need me to break one, yeah.
Is that good?
Keep the extras, the other half.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go get these sugared up children the rest of the way ready for bed, right? And we'll see you in the morning with the cinnamon rolls. Can you guys say bye for day 15?
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, bye.
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 Bye.